So today I'm joined by Amar Singh from St. Clair College IT Department, which has been chosen as the winner of the TeCH Team of the Year Awards. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So to start things off, do you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself and your background?
I've been with the college for approximately 24 years, had many roles at the college. Started off in the computer store, then in systems as a manager, then in network services, then director, and now finally AVP of communications and IT. So I've been here for a long time and really enjoy working here and with the team that I have. It's been a fun ride so far.
Absolutely. And what first got you into the tech industry?
Well, like I said, 24 years ago is a long time. It was, it really interested me way back, even the high school days, playing on your Commodore 64 and all of those other, devices. It was something that I was always interested in. I was a tinkerer and liked to fix things, so that's how I kind of came to be in the IT world.
Absolutely. And technology and IT is definitely a huge part of your department. And so do you want to tell us a little bit about the impact that it has?
Absolutely. IT is a big part of the college, especially over the last 2 years due to the pandemic. Going online, a lot of that, came to IT to ensure that we could service the students and get them a quality education with being online, getting the right tools in the faculty's hands, ensuring that while we're doing all that, we have 24-hour uptime because today's learner is not just an 8 to 6 learner. They're a 24-hour learner, 7 days a week. So we have to have, our systems running all the time. As well as we do have a fair amount of international students that, because of the pandemic, had difficulty getting over to Canada. So we had to ensure that they were still able to continue with their education being overseas. As well, on top of all of that, we still had to deal with security in the pandemic. Actually, there was a lot of things that we would have never done in normal circumstances from a security perspective and we had to revisit all of our security protocols to ensure that we still protected the college from a cyber event.
Absolutely. There's definitely been, a lot of pivots in the last 2 years, and it's great that your team has really been able to overcome those. And that is what has led to TeCH Team of the Year Award. Do you want to tell us a little bit about what winning this award means to you and your team?
It's absolutely wonderful to be acknowledged for all the work that we've done. My team is fantastic. In the last 2 years showed how much of a family, not only, are we just colleagues, but how much of a family that we were. You use the word pivot. We had to pivot many, many times. The team was fantastic in the way that they kept their cool and knew, there's going to be long hours and knew there was going to be complexity. But they rose to the challenge and they worked extremely hard. And you know what? They did it with a smile on their face and they came in every day happy. And that really, really meant a lot to us. And we wanted to ensure that, we provided the best service that we could to the college and the community. And my team absolutely did that. They really worked hard to ensure that we kept all those service levels that we would have face to face while we were online for the last 2 years. So they've been just a great team to work with.
Absolutely. And do you have any advice or insights? What is it that you think really creates a successful team? What is there any sort of key aspect to that?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of things, but to summarize, number one is trust. The team trusts management trusts our staff and our teams to do the right things, to work hard, and the other parts are listening. We don't want to just sit here and say you have to do this. We want to listen to our staff. We want to hear what they have to say. We want to hear their recommendations. Most of the time, they're the ones that are the subject matter experts, and we need to allow their thoughts to come to fruition and what they do, and listen to what potentially the challenges might be for them if we were to go down a certain path, so that we are all working together as one, as opposed to saying, no, you're going to do this. Well, it may not work. And, you have all of those challenges. But at the end of the day, if you work together as a team, and you listen to each other, and you trust each other's judgments, I think everything works out well.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. I think those are some very important aspects in a team. And if there was someone who is building their team right now, do you have any advice on, what you should be doing in terms to build a successful team?
Yes, absolutely. I think number one, be human. If you're building a team, understand your people, they're individuals, so you have to deal with each individually separately, even though you try to deal with it as a team as well. So you have to do multiple kind of duty there to ensure that you understand each person and their personalities, so you can work with them. Try to be happy. Try to provide positive energy. Try to provide positive feedback. And like I said, one of the biggest things for us is listen. Listen, because your team, again, most of them will be subject matter experts in their areas, and if you listen to them, you'll succeed, and that also will keep them happy to say, you know what, they do pay attention to what we're saying. Management is following, our recommendations. So they feel part of the solutions that we're putting together. They feel like they have ownership of what we do. So it's not just a job. It's they feel like they're part of it. So they want to make sure that it's always working and it's always functioning the best way it can.
Absolutely. I definitely agree. Feeling valued and really feeling part of the team is so important. And, as we mentioned before, it is the IT department, and we talked a little bit about tech. Is there any trends you see coming up in this industry or in this space, in the next few years?
Absolutely. I mean, trends from a perspective of, if you just look at the automotive industry, how it's growing and how tech is really starting to take over in the automotive industry with the automation, self-driving cars, all of those things. However, the bigger piece, I think the trends are going to be, and we've noticed in the last, let's say, 5 to 7 years, is the cybersecurity aspect of everything tech, right? Because it's vulnerable, and the trend to protect it, to protect the individual's privacy, to protect the institution from an attack, that is going to be, I think, an ongoing issue, and that the industry will really need to either come up with some sort of security measures within the tech, the software itself, or we're going to have to have staff that have higher knowledge in the security side of IT to ensure that we protect the individual as well as the institution. And that's going to be from your cell phone. So we use cell phones every day, from your cell phone to your car, to your house. Tech is all around us, and it's not going away, but the security needs to catch up to the speed of tech.
Absolutely. And I think that is going to continue to evolve over time. And if there is someone who is looking to get into the tech industry, what sort of advice would you give to them?
I would let them know that, first of all, never give up. It sometimes can be very daunting in the tech industry because we don't slow down. We don't stop. Our services are required 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So there's really so much to do. Don't get daunted by the amount of work. Enjoy what you do. Be passionate about what you do, and you'll succeed.